My name is Joanna Chen, and I'm going to present my case study Wine Analyzed. This case study is about a Whole Food Market, which is one of the biggest supermarket chain in the U.S. wants to expand their location to Chicago's Inglewood. So they asked the management team in Detroit store, since they are both low-income cities, to analyze the model that Detroit store is using to can move to Inglewood area and have the same success as a Detroit store. I personally been to the Whole Food Market in Santa Fe with my family once. The store is everything more than you expect for a supermarket. The store is large and clean. The quality of food is good. However, it is very expensive. We were expecting to buy a whole week's of grocery in that store so we don't have to do grocery shopping when we come back to Las Cruces, but we end up only bought two or three items and then probably spend like $20 to $30. In the article, the Detroit store manager Larry Austin came up four consideration points when they plan to build the store in Inglewood by using Detroit model. They are transforming the brand image, addressing the food assets and poverty, respecting the business bottom line, and pushing out local business and residents. Now we use now we look at this four consideration points by using pistol analyze. First is political. In the article said when the Whole Food Market decided to build a store in Detroit, the management actually the management team actually spent 2 years to meet with the nonprofit organization and the church who will have them. Sometimes those nonprofit organizations and the churches will have the church actually have the political party to support them. So it's hard not to think those organizations they met up with are not supported by the governor's political party, since they are big help to Michigan's economic. Economic can building a new store. Can building a new store help improve unemployment rate? Yes, but does that help to gain locals economic? Does it help to gain more disposable income for people who actually got hired? You might have to think about that too. Sometimes, if they don't change the way they shop, it's not really help at all. Socially, can Whole Food Market transfer the image from selling the product to upper class customers to selling the product to everybody? Since their main target customer are people with decent income, and they usually locate their store at the area where most population are white. So it's kind of like a racist problem, and I don't know what to say about it. Technology, online shopping is still a trend. Most of online sellers actually offer the cheaper price than the grocery store. Website like Amazon offer the delivery if you actually live in California, and I think Amazon is planning to expand the service to more locations. Uh, I think they have the Whole Food Market have to think about if they are ready to face online the online seller challenge. Environmental. Can having organic store in town help a food producer to use less chemical stuff on the product they are growing? I think yes, since they are buying uh, though since the store actually buying those products to uh, the local farmer. So yes, legal. Well, the local food producer to get a tax deduction for selling the product to or selling their product to organic store, because since they are having the same problem in Detroit, uh, I think they'll have the same problem everywhere. Genetic strategy. Since it's been pointed out that the whole food market is focusing on the differentiation, and I've been to the one in Santa Fe, I think I can make some comparison between the Whole Foods Santa Fe and the Lowe's grocery store I here in Las Cruces. Like I said in the first slide, the store over there in Santa Fe is big, it's clean, uh, the the quality of the product is very good, and I do and they do have some product that you don't usually see in Las Cruces. However, they are very expensive. And then the Lowe's grocery product store, the Lowe's grocery product store I here in Las Cruces, the store is small, uh, okay clean, uh, okay food quality, but sometimes you do find a bad one, but very cheap. And the com but the compare the annual income between Santa Fe and Las Cruces, people who live in Santa Fe actually probably wouldn't mind to pay more for their grocery. And I think in the article, we said that the Whole Food Market actually have a little, I think the the model to when they try to build up the store in one location, they'll look at their uh, income, and they'll look at the population at their education level. So, which is why we probably won't have one in won't have a Whole Food Market store in Las Cruces for long time. The conclusion I have for this case study is: do I think the Whole Food markets in Chicago's Inglewood will have the same success as a Detroit store if they use the same model? No, because even though they are both low income cities and they all have the high black population, but their market might be different, and their culture might be different. Plus, the area already have one of their competitor in place. So the Whole Food markets will have to come up with the different model to be able to succeed. And this is my whole presentation. Thank you.